This channel supports Extra Life in its efforts to raise money for the Children's Miracle Network. For more information about how to donate and join in their efforts, go to the link displayed here. Extra Life. Play games, heal kids. What up, everybody? This is your boy Blak Magus back with another drunken old man rant, and I'm surprised I got that out because I was about to trip it up somehow, but I caught it. I don't know how. I am a drunken ballerina, I guess, to catch that one. Anyway, so did a couple of videos talking about VR. I actually am rendering one at the moment of this recording because I've had experience with the Samsung Gear VR. I got a upgrade to my phone, and if you paid attention, if you got the Samsung Galaxy S7 class phones, either the Edge or the regular, Samsung was giving you a VR headset. It wasn't by choice, trust me. It wasn't something that I was looking to get, but it's like, you gave it to me for free. I'll try this bullshit out and see what it is like. And it's funny because I started to try it out with my best friend over here, and he was kind of laughing because when you're having a VR headset, you're kind of doing some weird shit, moving around, moving your head all over the place, spinning in place and shit like that. Because there are experiences and games that let you do a 360 motion with them. If you're sitting in a chair, you can look down and see yourself sitting in a chair, all types of shit. It's wild. I mean, it's really, really wild. Cool experience, but wild. But that's neither here nor there. Because I'm drunk, I felt the need, like while I was rendering, to start looking up on my phone just information about VR porn. Why was I looking up VR porn? Because, I've made mention before to people that I've had conversations with, probably on the podcast, that I think one of the things that's going to like push the VR platform is going to be porn. Because I don't know how many of you guys know this, but porn has made some of the biggest influences on technology and hardware over the years. VCRs. The reason that VCRs became like the standard and were so popular was because there was a war back in the day between the standard VCRs and something called Betamax. You guys are probably not old enough to know what a fucking Betamax is. Probably never seen one in your goddamn life. Unfortunately, I'm an old man, so I have actually not only seen a Betamax, but have lived in the house where there was a Betamax and a VCR at the same time. And I know, like, Betamax was this, they were both cassette tape formats for video. And the thing about Betamax was of a higher quality. Things looked better. It held more storage. It was a little more, I think it was a little more expensive, but it's like the quality you were getting compared to VCR, it was worth it. That being said, when it came down to it, the war between VCR and Betamax, VCRs won. And it's not because Betamax was overpriced or because it was hard to find, but simply put, the porn industry endorsed VCR format, the regular VCR cassette format, and they sold their material on the VCR format, thereby making Betamax null and void. Betamax went out of business. Boom. That's why VCR was the shit. Let's flash forward a bit. Now, DVDs didn't really have a competition, but well, actually, no, they did have a competition, sorta. Did they? No, they didn't, because DVDs, I guess, was like the first wave of the disc thing. I mean, we had Laserdisc, but Laserdisc was something was like around in the 80s, and it just never caught on simply because it just I just think it just never caught on. It wasn't really anything, I don't think, although it may have been the thing that was trying to compete with DVDs, and DVDs crushed it. That probably was due to porn. But moving forward, you had HD DVD and you had Blu-ray. Blu-ray was something that Sony and Philips came up with. A huge, large capacity disc format, which would let you get like very high quality video. You can, storage wise, it was just like infinite. Whereas HD DVD, it was a bigger size, but it wasn't that much bigger than what standard DVDs was, and it was a better quality, but it wasn't that, like, it wasn't in comparison to Blu-ray. That being said, that didn't matter, because remember, Betamax was a better quality, but it died in comparison to VCRs. Well, this time Blu-ray was the victor, because the porn industry endorsed Blu-rays. They latched onto Blu-rays. They started making Blu-ray porn. They didn't really do HD DVD porn. Blu-ray clearly was the winner. The only thing that ever used HD DVD beyond the point of when we found out what was the standardized format was Microsoft with the Xbox 360. That was the only HD DVD format that lasted beyond a couple of years. Movies said fuck you, we're not using it. Every other format said fuck you. Nobody sold blank HD DVDs. Blu-ray just took over the world. Now, fast forward, now we're with VR, and thinking VR is gonna kind of dictate just how fucking popular. Porn is gonna dictate how popular VR is going to be in a way. And actually choose now for the Sony PlayStation VR, they're out of the running because they're a console, and if Sony even thought that bringing porn to the console was a smart idea, yeah, that's not fathomable. But you have Oculus Rift and you have the HTC Vive, and one of those are going to benefit from porn's blessing. So it's going to be interesting to see which standard headset is adopted by the porn industry. Mind you, they pretty much both use similar technology, so it's probably going to be a harder thing to dictate, but it probably is going to happen. I honestly don't see it going any other way. It's like you're going to find out who is going to get the lion's share of the support from the porn industry. The porn industry is a bad motherfucker. They made or broke a bunch of technologies, and they're probably gonna make or break this technology too. Now, getting to another matter is that with this whole like influx of VR, everybody getting into it, you're seeing a lot of VR porn. I actually watched this video where they had some employees and outside people from this website, I think it's called Complex or something, try out VR porn and like tape their reactions to it. And a lot of people were endorsing that shit. VR porn might be like really the next wave, and it's crazy because you're seeing like a lot of dedicated porn sites, a lot of popular porn sites saying, yo, we're gonna try to host that shit. We're gonna try to offer some form of VR porn. It's just fucking crazy. It's just fucking crazy that we're in a world now where you can virtually squeeze titties and shit like that. They've tried it in the past, I think, but again, the way that the way that VR was handled back in the 80s and 90s was just ridiculous. I think now they're taking it a lot more serious and being a lot more straightforward and passionate behind it. Is like, it's not just a novelty thing. I think they're really trying to establish a serious market for it. And porn is going to be one of the forerunners in leading the way to this being popular. It's crazy. But I'm just curious, how many of you guys are interested in VR porn? So please answer the question. Please. Anyway, you guys hit me up. Let me know what you think, and I'll holler at you later. This your boy Black Magus, and I'm out. Deuces.